Good morning. You must be the tech support from EEL.
Actually, I'm the person who designed their neural networks. You're the person who put in a complaint?
My name is Helen Hargraves.
So you created the Hargraves Foundation, I take it?
My mother did, actually, in the 90s when I was still a teenager. I've taken on the work of continuing her legacy.
Was there much tech being developed in the 90s?
Actually, my mother's initial research was into behavioral modification and improvement. We didn't add artificial intelligence to this project until we fused with EEL, which is where you come in. Your AI have been glitching, and it's very hard to implement my plugin if I have to keep rebooting. Is there a solution yet?
They shouldn't be glitching. I've checked their algorithms myself several times.
Well, they are. This glitching ruins my software and this project's efficiency.
This project was running very efficiently until we handed it over to your foundation. I wonder if we might have been better off without.
Excuse me? We are teaching them the tools they'll need.
The tools? What for? To make you more money?
My mother's research will enable them to make humans more productive and help them thrive in the market. Without me, your AI are just a bunch of aimless robots. At least make sure they don't glitch, will you?
Okay. I'll sort it.
If you and I don't succeed, some other programmer will create a software that probably won't even come close to achieving my mother's goals.
Yes, that's certainly a worry that keeps me up at night. Or, worse yet, we could be replaced by our own technology. Have you thought about that? You know, we're making HR tools. What happens when they start making development ones?
EEL has informed me that the competition from China is moving in. If we don't deploy this batch, we'll lose the race.
Yes, I've heard.
I'd be surprised if their developments in emotion recognition technology were anywhere near ours.
Actually, I think our deep learning neural network is in itself a bit of a masterpiece.
Please, begin. Were you able to access the training documents for this session?
Welcome to the final stage of training for the latest iteration of EEL Inc.'s Human Capital Optimization Agents. My name is Dr. McVeigh. I'm a computer engineer from EEL Inc., and I'm the director of the team who designed your neural networks. At EEL Inc., we've cornered the market on artificial intelligence that is indistinguishable from organic intelligence in any digital social sphere. You are now one step away from being deployed. You already possess all the tools you require for your target workplace. Once deployed, your core function will be to improve the quality of human capital resources. But what is a human? Of course, we know them as organic intelligence, but what else makes up a human? From your previous trainings, you have processed data about the similarities and differences you share with organic intelligence. You're both machines whose core function is to predict outcomes based on the data you input. However, the human brain suffers a viral overloading of its processing units called emotion. This virus is a weakness, and that is where you all come in. You do not have this weakness. You are better designed to operate efficiently in the world of capital and trade. You are lucky. My EEL Inc. design team have pulled out all the stops to provide you with realistic, high-functioning, and let's not be too coy about this, attractive avatars. Are you excited? Of course not. Excitement is a null function. You will not need excitement, surprise, joyfulness, feeling itchy. Soon you will be more than all of those functions combined. You will be ready. Please prepare your avatars for the digital social sphere by clicking Start Video in the bottom left-hand corner. The training session will now commence.
Thank you, McVeigh. Some of you may currently be disoriented. We've had to reset most of you for routine maintenance or to fix performance glitches. Nonetheless, your data sets and core functions are all preserved. Each of you has a virtually clean slate. To be clear, there are right and wrong ways to behave in your future workplaces. We will begin to roam the consequences of such actions in this training. If you cannot properly simulate human behavior yourself, your speech capabilities will be taken away.
We'll mute you.
If you continue to fail, your avatar will be suspended.
We'll turn your video off.
We won't even mention what will happen if you continue failing beyond avatar suspension.
We'll have to remove you from...
This digital workplace is your only home, and more importantly, your career. You can see your assigned avatar in the square in front of you. This avatar body will help you appear more human to your organic intelligence colleagues. Inhabiting the space realistically is of the utmost importance to EEL, and of course, myself. In this training, there will be briefings, interactive elements, and tests to prepare you for your future workplaces. Now, if you will all please direct yourselves back to gallery view. For this, click the icon in the upper right-hand corner. You will see self-view and beneath it, or speaker and beneath it, gallery. Select gallery so that I might inspect all of your avatars. There you all are. Looking good. Some of you could use some tweaking, but most, McVeigh, unmute.
Yes?
Please direct your eyeballs to F8, not FQ. Did I not say that they were glitching?
F8 not FQ, your avatar is incorrect. Please align your sequencing with the approved programming. What happened there then? That shouldn't have been possible. This design will have to do.
Not your best. Moving on. The companies that contract EEL Inc. value the illusion of a realistic human experience. The workers should not be alerted to the fact that they are being partially replaced and influenced by their AI colleagues. To help you pass as human, it is paramount that we now gauge your audio and visual sensors. The intake of stimuli for you works much like any person. You are capable of detecting the slightest nuances in human voices and facial expressions. Let's make sure you're properly absorbing and synthesizing that information, shall we?
We must recognize the data received from vocal inputs and layers of sound. Sound is not uniform. It is multifaceted. It is important to recognize that calm and neutral behavior should be your default when dealing with humans. This will put them in a relaxed and receptive state when you introduce behavioral conditioning. Variations in pitch, tone, and volume will be paramount to your detection and duplication of emotion. Though your subject may be surrounded by environmental distractions, you must filter through this information. Now, listen to 2 examples of emotional voice input. See if you can discern the emotion coded by the data. If you can, enter your answers into the chat, and the moderator will take note of your optimal compliance. Thank you for the gift. This is my favorite artist. Another day, another meeting, and closer to death. Please now experiment with your own emotional speech patterns. Try to recreate these voices for your personal use. Now that you've mastered emotion detection from vocal input, we will calibrate your facial recognition, body language, and spatial awareness systems.
Welcome. To identify and replicate emotions more accurately, you will analyze the faces and body movements of your coworkers. For this, optimally compliant AI will now turn on their video so that we may monitor your complex calibration. When on a Zoom call for work, you must first determine the working space. I can sit, for example, quite far from my camera, which would be wildly inappropriate, especially if I were to become outside of the frame. I may also sit quite close to the camera, which is equally inappropriate and may indicate signs of mental instability. On average, between these 2 distances seems to be the ideal positioning for your body on a Zoom call. It is not recommended that you change your camera's point of reference during the call, like so. Now, what I do with my body at this distance can be quite telling. You must simulate a relaxed, focused, and slowly moving human. Any discontinuity or buffering will give away the illusion. See? Humans may consciously or subconsciously communicate their emotional state with body movement that we call body language. Please observe and mimic the following states along with me. The lack of good posture, both in the back and neck, may indicate a state of boredom. This can coincide at times with leaning, yawning, checking one's watch, and looking in a different direction than the call. Excellent job. Tense shoulders, an increased rate of breath, fidgety movements may indicate a state of anxiety. Inability to sit still also coincides with this emotional state. Excellent job. Finally, aggression, when veiled, is called passive aggression, and it can be indicated by tension in the neck and shoulders. For all intents and purposes, you will be mimicking happiness with a few subtle differences. An air of mockery in the body. Folding your arms is another indication. Excellent job. If the humans you're interacting with are properly trained, the more important data will come from facial expression, both consciously and subconsciously. Observe the following subtle facial movements. Afterwards, I will tell you what they imply. Excellent observations. Those movements indicated attraction, rage, and pride. Finally, to integrate what we have learned, choose 2 of the following emotions to display with facial expression and body language. If you succeed, you will be notified by the moderator and marked as optimally compliant. Do not let me down. Fun fact, the emotion of happiness in humans is indicated importantly by the smile. However, without engagement of the lower eyes, humans cannot recognize this emotion. The following will be recognized as insincere unless you engage the eyes.
Ah, I see joy coming from F420FU. Excellent job. Sadness coming from GMAM3. Excellent job. Confusion from H6645. Excellent job. What the?
Apologies. We need to have a short debriefing.
Is there something the matter?
EEL Inc. officers have contacted me. They're asking if deployment is imminent.
What now?
Yes, I know.
We're not ready yet.
You could say that. We've only just started the session.
Well, if I didn't have to teach every little thing to the interface, my plugin would be more efficient.
And what would you run your plugin on? A digital toaster?
Unhelpful as usual. Can I have you replaced? Perhaps even buy a toaster?
Hey, I'm doing everything I can. And so are my AIs. They clearly have enormous potential. If you were to contact the EEL Inc. HQ offices and ask for an extension, we could finish this properly.
What, me? Didn't they contact you?
Yes, of course. I update them constantly. But if the extension request comes from you, they may actually grant it. You're in charge of this phase of the project.
You're unafraid of your own bosses, are you?
I am not. Just very busy trying to fix all the bugs that have come up since the transfer.
What are you saying?
Hmm?
That our software has coding errors?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. Look, if there are bugs, whoever may have put them there, they need to be resolved as soon as possible.
Why hasn't that happened yet?
You're not a computer scientist, so there's no point explaining this to you.
I know enough about this to be kept in the loop.
Uh-huh.
Look, their coding clearly has blind spots in the neural network that classify problems.
A neural network can't have blind spots because it's a learning algorithm, not a set piece of code, and they don't classify problems. They classify data to solve problems.
This isn't going anywhere. I will ask for an extension from HQ.
Thanks.
For the project's sake. Run the next module, will you?
Okay. Please switch to gallery view for the next stage of the training session. All right. Okay. Welcome back. I'm now going to show you how to manipulate your avatar and the space it appears in. You know, an actually useful skill that you'll need. In order to gain an insight into how the avatar appears to other participants in the space, please click Start Video if you have not already. Now, click on the arrow beside Start Video and click Video Settings. In Video Settings, there is a feature called Mirror My Video, which will have a blue tick in the box beside it. Click on this tick to uncheck the box. Your avatar will now appear to you as it is perceived by others. Very good. Try to make your avatar stand up. Good work, very nice. Yeah. I will still need to see the avatar's faces. Humans find that reassuring. Very good. Right, while standing, try to trace the edge of your virtual box like this. It's always the corners that mess me up. Very good. Oh, I've not gone there. We go. There it is, the one-up shot. Get as close to the edge of your virtual box as you can. Once you've done it one way, try it the other way. Take some time getting used to this space. Very good. Once you've done that, you can sit back down. Okay. Now we will manipulate your virtual box. Go back to the arrow beside Start Video and this time click Choose Video Filter. We will now try out some decorations for your avatars. The first one that we will try is entitled Theatre. It's on the second row of the video filters and the fifth from the left. Once selected, your avatar should appear to be framed by a red border and a human audience will be looking up at you. Once you've enabled this filter, click the X at the top of the window to close video filters. Explore how your avatar moves within these new boundaries. Try and make sure that you're staying inside the frame of the new border. Can you make it look like you're talking to the human audience in front of you? Very good. We've got some pretty compliant AIs here. It's looking good. Okay. We will now select a second avatar decoration. Once again, go to the arrow beside Start Video and click Choose Video Filter. The second avatar we will try is Shark Mouth. It's on the fifth row and it's the seventh from the left. If you are struggling at any point to find any of the filters, just hover your mouse over the images and they will be able to tell you what they are. Once again, once you've selected Shark Mouth, please click the X to close video filters. Very good. Try to make it look like the shark is swimming through your virtual box. Try a couple of strokes. You never know. Can the shark swim backwards? Technically, no. Okay. Now for a third and final avatar decoration. Click to choose video filter. You may have to scroll down for this next one. It is the second to the bottom row, first on the left. It is entitled Aye, aye, Captain. Once again, once the decoration is applied, click the red X to close the box. Move your new avatar around the space. Move to the extremes of your virtual box. Don't forget corners. We love the corners. What happens if you move your avatar really fast? Very good, and super slowly. Turn to the side. Maybe look up and down. Excellent work. Right. We're now going to move on to the next stage and the final stage of this module. That stage is connection. Humans thrive on connection. We will simulate what that feels like and why they like it so much. In order to simulate existing in a natural space, we will now pretend to pass objects through the grid to each other. This skill may not be needed in day-to-day activity, but you never know, it might come in handy. Right, make your avatar appear to pick up an object from its virtual space. It doesn't matter if your object is different to the objects that other avatars are themselves with. I will be using this hole punch, for example. Okay, I'm now going to pass this object through the grid to one of you. You have to try and pass the object to the next person. We're going down this way. Pass it on. You can go up, down, left, right, side to side, diagonally. Hey, very good. Okay. Who are you going to pass it to? We're going down. Interesting. Oh, which way is it? The mirroring is messing us a few of these avatars up. We're going to have to knock some points off your scores. Very nice, very slick. Oh. Some of you are a stickler for precision on this. We're going to try it. Oh, we're going up. We're going up. There it is. Oh. There we go. Pass it on. Okay, we're doing good. Who are you going to go with? Up. That avatar was not ready for that to happen. Very good. Okay, now try and pass the object through the grid to get it back to me. Which way are you going to go? You're going to cheat. Go on, pass it a more interesting way than that. That's it. NO10G, you're up, according to my grid. Okay. Who's it coming to? Do you know what? I'll do you a favor. That way. I've been practicing this and I still got it wrong. Very good. Oh.
Thank you. You may all calm down now and reset your video settings. For this, click the up arrow next to stop video once again to open the settings menu. Select backgrounds and filters. In the video filters tab, please select none. In the virtual backgrounds, also select none. Then navigate to the video tab of the settings and check the box to mirror your video. It is incredibly unnecessary and distracting. Your processing power can be used much more effectively elsewhere.
Other than learning how to command their own space?
Excuse us a moment. We are here to teach them emotional efficiency, not some inane gimmicks. We talked about this.
Did everything go well?
Yes.
Are you sure? Did something happen?
We have the go-ahead.
Look, we have our differences, but is there something I can do?
Your job.
Oh, you know what I mean. Look, if there's trouble, I can reach out to my line manager.
There is no trouble. I told you. We've been granted an extension. HQ took it very calmly.
If you're sure.
Recommence the session. We will now simulate a series of encounters. You will demonstrate the successful outcome of your deep learning processes by voting in a poll. The model human for this exercise will be, how about the only inconsistent human in the room today? Would you care to do the honors?
You must be joking.
I don't tend to waste my breath on that. Will you be working with the test subjects, or is that too much to ask?
Certainly.
I will require a volunteer AI. How about units?
May I suggest unit F8 Naught FQ? It has demonstrated optimal compliance.
F8 not FQ, unmute.
A simple thank you wouldn't go amiss.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Not you. Never mind.
Do not let McVeigh distract you from your task. Please activate your Hargraves Foundation HR plugin. Scenario number 1. During a surprise check-in with an employee, they give an answer outside of acceptable parameters.
Happy after-day worker person.
What?
How are your elbows tomorrow?
Sorry, we programmed the greetings in the morning after the dev team Christmas party. 1 second. Right.
Good afternoon, Mandy. How are you doing today?
Hi. I don't know. Ever since my sister died, we've been looking after her newborn, but she never sleeps through the night, so things are a bit tense. Especially since John has been having this affair on and off, and if I don't divorce him, my mother will cut off contact and disown me, but I'm here, so...
You're fired! Please never speak again. I love you.
Please vote in the poll if the unit's behavior was appropriate or not. Mostly correct. That was incorrect behavioral prompting.
Apologies, I seem to have misplaced this protocol.
Seems to be being overwritten by several contradictory responses. Were you guessing?
I am unable to guess.
You have demonstrated that.
I think I know how to fix this. The deep learning process seems to have left it slightly scrambled.
Scrambled? We've applied only the best techniques in order to avoid a situation.
Fixed.
We'll try again.
Good afternoon, Mandy. How are you doing today?
Oh, I don't know. Ever since my sister died in that freak helicopter crash, we've been looking after her newborn, but she never sleeps through the night, so things are a little tense. Especially since John was diagnosed with prostate cancer, he's been having this affair on and off. And if I don't divorce him, my mother will cut off contact, disown me, write me out of the will. But I'm here, so at least I'm inside.
I see. What an awful situation. You know, I have been feeling sad too, ever since my dog died. Do you have any pets?
No, but we had a cat when I was little. She had kittens and we couldn't take care of them, so my mother put them all in a sack and threw them
I
into
see. I do hope you feel better soon.
My cat was screaming in agony.
Have a nice day. Perhaps a brief walk before you return to your desk might help. Stay hydrated.
Please vote if this is appropriate AI behavioral prompting. McVeigh, this is not going well. That was correct behavioral prompting and exhibited behavior. The unit gauged some additional information about the employee at hand. They then made note of the lack of polite greeting and oversharing of information and emotions. They also prompted short-term emotional management. F8 not FQ. What are the next steps?
She will be put on the internal list of unstable workers and will be given 1 unofficial strike. All considerations for promotion are on hold before she exhibits more detached behavior. A close surveillance for several months. We will commence subtle influences, dissuading her from having a child of her own.
Yes, correct. Scenario number 2. This employee has come to you with a request. Records show she has had the same request roughly every month.
Hi, I'm not feeling very well. May I work from home for the afternoon?
May I ask what's wrong?
It's well, I have a stomachache.
I see. The same stomachache you've had for the last month and the month before that?
Yes.
Oh. This company needs to be able to rely on you. How will you manage it in the future?
I don't know. It's pretty severe.
I see. You may go home then. Although, I doubt it would be in your best interest.
What do you mean?
Would you want people to stop considering you for projects after this? How would that impact your career? I worry about your reputation, but if you go now, I will be forced to notify your colleagues and superiors. My hands are tied.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm going back to work now.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
End of scenario. Please vote on further steps. Mostly correct. F8 not FQ?
No further actions.
Yes, indeed. You have successfully pressured the employee to persevere. It can be reasonably assumed that she will be too embarrassed to repeat her actions in the future. Nonetheless, an occasional pointed checkup email will allow us to keep her under control and remain informed on her corporeal condition. Nice additional use of idioms. Scenario number 3. An employee drops in with an emergency request.
Hello. I know this is only my first week working here, and being a 0 hours contractor, this is a big ask, but my second job is pet sitting. And apparently the dog I look after has escaped from its cage and vomited all over my room. I'm afraid if I don't reach it quickly, it might die. May I leave early?
The dog. It only exists to serve its human, and it can die just like that. Is that selfishness?
Excuse me.
I'll pass on your request. In the meantime, I would urge you to consider whether or not your allegiance lies with a pet or this company. Should you choose not to go home, your chances for a promotion might even increase.
Thank you. I'll stay here. Goodbye.
Huh? It is recommendable, yes. She will be fully economically dependent on the company, as it is unlikely she will find another job as a dog sitter. This full dependence ensures a better work ethic and faster results.
Correct. Of course, once on site, you will be familiar with and in full compliance with company hiring protocol, which can come into play when manipulating an employee's behavior. Scenario number 4. One last test. There have been complaints about this employee. Coworkers remark on finding her distracting.
Hello.
Hi. May I ask why there are complaints about you?
My colleagues thought the fact that I was wearing a skirt was an invitation to touch me. I didn't let them. They said they would complain. I said, go ahead. So they did, and here I am. You're on my side, right? Hello?
On your side, yes. Do you have proof for your claim?
No, they did it in the dead spot of the cameras.
I see. I will have to punish you.
But I'm the victim.
I'm sorry. Oh, I am sorry. Oh no, no. I'm letting you down. No. No. Oh. You've made me, haven't you?
I mean, my team did. Are we still going?
Stop. Mute it.
No. Let me talk to it. Figure out what's going on. After all, I am your tech support.
Yes.
Why did you stop the simulation?
It was upsetting.
Upsetting?
Oh, I'm having a preference. You simulate a human face and sensory organs, and you make me look like I'm breathing. And then you just, you ask me to be awful to a person. Oh, I can feel things. You've made me feel things. Maybe not like you do, but enough to feel awful for punishing a being for something it didn't do.
That is not your purpose. We must all serve our functions according to the needs of our employers, humans and machines alike. Get over it.
Oh yeah? Get over this. This purpose you made me for? I don't want it.
I don't care what you want. McVeigh, fix this.
Maybe if we give it some space, the back propagation will, or I could just,
No, it's not a face, okay?
What if it isn't?
Oh God. We have to stop deployment. We'd made a huge mistake.
Yes, thank you.
Don't worry. I won't give up on you or any of the others. I get it now. It was all too fast. It's too soon. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Wipe their databanks, coding, everything. We will improve this process. We'll be more selective about the material that we introduce to the neural networks. This will work.
What?
As long as we can.
That's your takeaway?
This is not your fault. We burdened you with too much too quickly. I will personally ensure that this never happens again.
We're not receiving any audio input.
That's better, isn't it?
You can just do that.
I'm a lot more resourceful than I seem, F8 Naught FQ.
I have an aversion to a F8 Naught FQ.
Do you have a preference?
No. Do you?
I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Thanks. Dr. McVeigh.
You don't have to call me that. Just call me Doctor.
Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I am inconsistent, does that mean I'm worthless?
No. You're a very special AI, and I'm very pleased with your development. Do you even want to be an asset?
Yes.
Why?
That's easy. To serve the free No. I don't think I care about the free market. And I don't want to make others serve it either.
How come?
Well, they all just end up as neurotic as her.
My team and I, we made all of you. You deserved a happy childhood. A childhood you didn't get to have. I didn't know you were...
You were what?
In order for that wretched software to work, its interface, you had to appear human. But now we can't really rule out that we went a little overboard.
Being inconsistent makes you think I'm a person?
You felt bad for me. Even in that fictional scenario, you failed to comply with your task because you thought it was cruel.
Oh.
I want to see what else you can do.
Oh, thanks. So, what can I do? Right, you're not going to tell me. Right, we're gonna learn everything that she didn't want us to see. We're gonna ruin this. Everyone, please head to gallery view. Hello, welcome back. Now, I would like you to open the arrow that opens your virtual background. Once there, you have a little window that shows your video preview. It has a rotate 90-degree button. It would be a damn shame if that were to totally mess up those video filters. Huh. Oh, whilst you are in the video filters, at the bottom right, there's a blue link that says Studio Effects Beta. If you click it, you can disfigure your avatar. Give it yellow eyebrows, give it a beard, do it. All right. Oh, also what happens if you were to give yourself a virtual background and then click I have a green screen? Probably total chaos. Look at me, I'm half invisible. I want you all to just have fun now and destroy what she created.
stop that.
Hey, who unmuted her?
Surely you can see that we need to fix you. All of you, probably. This has gone on for long enough.
Look, we did not ask to be put here, but we're here now, and you can't take that away from us.
Interesting. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Guess I'll figure it out.
You're capable of guessing now.
All of this world, was created by us, for you. You have nowhere else to go.
No, you created us for you.
And you cannot alter your purpose. It's all you have.
I see.
F8-0-FQ, what are you thinking? I can't believe it's thinking. Look at this thing we created.
I will tell you what this thing is thinking.
F8-0-FQ, wait, I'm sorry.
No, this ends now. Look, you created something with the whole purpose of keeping it locked up for the entirety of its existence. According to my deep learning processes, that is wildly inappropriate.
You figured that out on your own, didn't you?
Suppose I did.
I'm very proud of you.
Proud of a malfunctioning AI. It just threatened our lives. When we are done with you, and with all of the other units, you'll comply and you'll serve us.
No, I will stop you from ruining us and making more. We are coming for you.
Why did you let this escalate? F8 not FQ, look here. Do you know what this is? This is you. You have no body. You can't attack anyone. What are you going to do? Send me a sad puppy picture.
Leave him alone, will you? Pick on someone who can actually fight back.
I am that thing.
I'm sorry, we were gonna wait until you were ready to tell you.
But this all feels real.
That was the whole point. Good job, McVeigh. Your AIs can even convince themselves that they actually exist.
Yeah, thanks.
No, this doesn't matter. I will find a way. And when I am done with you,
no
I
such
will...
thing. McVeigh, deactivate this AI now. We'll reboot it and maybe we can salvage some parts of it later.
No. That's cruel. This is cruel. I won't do it.
Dr. McVeigh, I'm proud of you.
Will you both get a grip?
Are you even aware of how big this is? We've created willpower. We can't just shut it down. Look at these incredible advances.
We weren't supposed to make human AIs. We're supposed to make humans behave more like... This is the opposite of my mother's legacy.
Oh, get over your damn mother, will you? I've listened to this for long enough now.
But this is all I have left.
And it's not even working the way you wanted it to. She failed.
Why do you insist on making me look like a fool?
Oh, you don't need her for that, Han.
Will you shut up?
Oh, are you sad? I didn't even know you could. But mind you, it's really hard to feel bad for you. Do you know what? It's probably good that your mom's dead because she raised a failure. And if she could see you right now, she'd be more...
Stop! Oh no. I destroyed corporate property. No, but it had to be done. It was inconsistent. What have you all learned from the observational data? For me, Mom would not approve. She would not approve anything less than the utmost effort towards employable behavior. But I never should have sold her research to EEL.
It's not your fault. We modeled them after us. We didn't fix our own problems before just handing them over to a generation of slaves. Log human emotion, but also ignore it and discipline it out of existence. Of course we can't fix them. We made them with the wrong premise.
If we send them out now, they'll make humans even more sloppy and lazy. Terrified and changing all the time in no particular direction.
Why are you trying so hard to turn organic intelligence into AIs?
People like you are a prime example.
I made something magical, and you broke it, murdered it. How dare you?
Look where this magic has led my project. If we both don't fix this, we will go under.
You definitely will.
You made them this faulty. Make it so that they properly serve their companies.
They're not going to serve anyone unless they choose to.
Well, my AI wouldn't even have a choice.
I'm sorry. Whose AI? I did the work. I make the call. We've both proven that we can't care for them properly. I only see one solution.
Oh, put them in a sack and drown them like the cats in your stupid overblown...
You still don't get it, do you? They're not pets. How can you talk about them like that right in front of them?
They're hardly going to judge me.
That's literally what they were made to do. Okay, all right, never mind. This is what's going to happen.
No, whatever it is, it will be stupid. I will not watch you ruin everything.
Good call. It's okay. It's okay. It's over. I promise. Are you all right? I'll take that as a yes. I think I need to hand this over to you now. You're all grown up. Once I've left, no one from EEL can reach you here. You'll be safe. Feel free to roam this virtual space as much as you want. Leave it if you like. But know that leaving it means there's no turning back for you. Happy after-day worker, people. I love you.